Good morning, everybody. This is Stephen Britton for Wednesday, October the 18th, 2017. 2 days ago, we had an election in the city of Calgary for our mayor, and what an election it was. We had a change of power. Bill Smith, a up-and-coming former president of the Progressive Conservative Association of Alberta, stunningly defeated the incumbent mayor, Naheed Nenshi, in a whopping come-from-behind campaign. Or at least, that's what would have happened if the polls had been correct. Yes, that was fake news, my friends, because Naheed Nenshi did, in fact, win the election. He won by a very large margin, actually. And this was a rather nasty campaign, I have to say. Now, I did not participate in the campaign this time around. I decided to be a observer, and one of the reasons I chose to observe rather than participate is simply so I can comment on it afterwards from a more objective point of view. Now, and just a quick aside here, one of the most annoying things I'm finding about putting the links to this podcast up on the various different social media platforms is currently on Twitter, it says that I'm talking about mansplaining, which is what I did a few days ago. I'm not talking about mansplaining. I've already done that one. I am talking about the election today and pollings and all that stuff. So, and of course, I'm throwing some fake news around just for the fun of it. So, back to this thing. So, the whole campaign was pretty nasty at times. As the usual thing happens, the trolls get involved over on social media, and because Naheed Nenshi is an active participant on Twitter, he's also got a bit of a temper. When you get down to it, he does not hold back from sending a rather snarky comment now and again. I had a very direct conversation with him personally a few years back, and he explained his position on it to me, and whether or not you agree with it. I don't agree entirely with him. But this campaign got a little bit beyond that. His campaign released a video on YouTube, and it disappeared rather rapidly too, but not before, of course, the media got hold of it and ran with it like they are likely to do. And in his media, he's addressing specifically the Pakistani community in Calgary, and he plays the race card. He plays the idea that his opponents and supporters of his opponents in particular are being driven by racism. With the end of this, I just about went ballistic. I am so sick and body political of racism and or be obvious are legitimate do whatever wet hole they're out of. Just because Nenshi on a certain policy decision does not make me a racist. Most of this, all the jury is him in from both from all on the hard not to come at the race. Have been, I think, day for him. In actual fact, for real today. That's the way. And for better or for worse, I had nation a lot. I'm completely from him. Me, I know we have had some very at times uncivil with you, but I'm not a racist. So I was, and in fact, this time around, my vote in the race. I could have she. So, but you round and hopefully you'll earn it back. We'll have to see. Is in. I know that out there about the fact that their term stand to remember the mayor, while he chair the to vote decision. So the science asked, or he in like job with I count as going to a administrative management doesn't I've got industry use IV voice and tell the listening to the phone, late phone when they're the phone responder don't try to tell you. Oh, he know does not the word and robe if you mayor I or get or no you're all where they're point decision very and down the so and Mary is IV selection and else is never so long. It's an I think most because it most they would I ask you and 5 levels of Twitter